Oh, hi. Welcome to Untitled Pools and Spas. I'm Frank, and you are?
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
Jennifer, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What brings you in today?
Well, my neighbors recommended your store, and I've been working to try to balance the pH and the chlorine in our swimming pool water, and I don't think I'm getting it right. We've either been getting our chemicals online because I don't feel like getting in the car, or we took advantage of some crazy sale at a superstore. And now I'm wondering if those purchases have come back to bite me. I brought a sample of the water, and I'm wondering if you can help me figure out what to do to rectify this.
Well, it certainly looks a bit hazy and dull, to say the least. I'm sure you don't want to have a green, gelacious, algae-infested pool this season.
Oh, my husband and kids would freak.
Well, let's have Tom take a look at this and run it through our test lab and see what's going on here. In the meantime, I'd like to take a few minutes to talk a little bit about pool care, if you wouldn't mind.
No, not at all.
Okay, well, with summer coming on and the sun going full blast, well, the ultraviolet light rays are going to put a lot of strain on the chlorine in your pool. Now, you mentioned that you had some kids as well, so I assume the pool gets used quite a bit.
By my teenagers, yes.
Okay, well, that puts a little bit of a stress on the chlorine levels, and you can have an occasional rainstorm come in from nowhere. You can have airborne spores, and you can have things like fertilizer being sprayed onto shrubs and lawns. That fertilizer has nitrogen, and it kind of gets carried in the wind and can end up in your pool. It's a perfect food for algae, and if you get it, it's really difficult to get out. Now, from what you shared with me, it looks like you might actually be at a tipping point. When water gets hazy or dull like that, it's usually a precursor to things like algae taking hold. So it'll be a good thing for us to look at that water, analyze what's going on, and help you. And at Axial, we strive very hard to make sure that our customers have the easiest pool care possible, and also to avoid algae at any cost.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. Easy pool care and algae prevention are my top priorities.
Well, once we see the results, we'll be able to tell you what's going on here. Well, let's see. Okay. Well, the first thing on the chart here is your free chlorine, which is at 1, and it's acceptable because free chlorine should be between 1 and 4 parts per million. However, your pH is at 7.8. Typically, we like to keep it between 7.2 and 7.4. The alkalinity rating is also kind of low at 30. Like to see that higher. Your cyanuric acid, however, is at 110. That's what probably concerns me the most, because once cyanuric acid gets above 100, well then situations develop such as chlorine loss, which is when the chlorine gets slowed down and isn't as effective as it could possibly be. And that's why you're seeing that pH bounce up and down, and along with it, probably your chlorine. Now, the news is not all bad, because we do have a program that allows you to control the cyanuric acid in your pool, and also comes with an algae-free limited warranty. It's a simple 3-step program, and 1, 2, 3, you will be enjoying your pool instead of taking care of it. I have a pool care guide here that explains how the program works. It's a program we call Sustain. Now, Sustain has tablets in it as well, but they're stabilizer free, so you won't have that buildup. Now, the program itself is a little bit more than what you've been used to paying. But let me tell you, when algae gets into your pool, it can be very difficult to get out, and it can be very time consuming as well. You'll more than make up for it with a program like Sustain. I have a video here you can watch. It's only 3 minutes, and then we can talk about what it would cost to put you on the Sustain program.
Okay.
Six key points to remember. Some customers believe that all pool chemicals are the same. They may shop online or at a mass merchant like Walmart. This is a good opportunity to establish your expertise and the value of coming to a dealer. Chemicals bought through mass merchants and online could have various strengths and different ingredients. Pool dealers carry professional strength products. Dealers provide in-person services to help customers. There are no people on site at a Walmart or other big box stores like Home Depot that are experts in pool care. Only aisles and aisles of possibly confusing and different products that can overwhelm the customer. pool owners are on their own. When a customer comes in with a water problem, once you solve it, you want them coming back. Resolving a problem is an opportunity to show the value of consistent water treatment by using a proven system that will help them avoid water problems like algae or overstabilization in the future and save them money in the long run. Westlake Consumer Research has shown that algae development is the second most important concern for customers. The only concern that ranked higher was drowning. Hazy water is often a precursor to a bigger problem like algae. If a customer has algae already, it can be very time-consuming and expensive to get rid of it. Whenever pool water has a high stabilizer reading, greater than 100 parts per million, it is a perfect time to introduce Sustain. Chronic algae problems and water that is dull and difficult to balance can develop when stabilizer is over 100 parts per million. Trichlor tablets and dichlor shocks contain stabilizer, which only adds to buildup of CYA in pool water every time they are applied. The only way to reduce stabilizer in water is to drain a large portion or all of the water. Sustain tablets are stabilizer-free. Customers put stabilizer in separately and have control over it. Once you convert a pool owner over to Sustain, they are more likely to become a repeat and loyal customer because of the proven performance of the system, ease of use, and algae-free limited warranty. It takes just 10 minutes a week to apply. Sustain is a proven product with over 30 years in the market.